right, fellas, it is a lower day today. The split is supposed to go push-pull legs, but it works better in my schedule this week to do push-pull lower and then do the other leg day because I have more time today, and lower takes a little bit longer. So, and I wanted to film my lower day too. So, yeah, man, what's on the menu? This is it's like a lower body and posterior chain kind of day thing. Whoa. Whoa now. So we got, there's RDLs in there. We got split squats, leg curls, we have like a leg press, and then probably calf raises at the end. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm stoked. I'm pumped. I like leg days. People don't like them, but I might go so far as to say they're my favorite because you get to move the most weight around, which is cool. But then also, like, who doesn't like big legs? You know, big legs are cool. And my legs aren't ginormous, you know. But I like training legs, dude. Leg day's good. Leg day's fun. Don't hate on leg day. It's corny. You know. Dorks hate on leg day. Real ones, no. I'm pretty sure I complained about leg day in my last leg day video, which is, unfortunate at this juncture. Because I even like split squats. I hate them because they hurt, but I like them because they hurt, you know? Something about like the effort. Feels like football practice used to feel, you know? You put a little bit of pressure on yourself in the moment because they're going to hurt, but you just do them anyway. It's kind of cool, dude. A little nostalgic. Feels like football again. That's what it is. I don't like the movement. It just feels like I'm back with my boys, just playing football, you know. All right. I'm gonna continue driving, and I will hit you guys up when I'm inside. All right. So we got to do single leg hamstring curls, seated. On my leg day, I do the laying Nordic curl over there. But for the rep range here, I think it's 12 reps for both legs and then 10. So almost got the full stack, not quite the whole thing yet. And let's do it. That's crazy. Oh. Okay, yeah. You're right on it. I know a little bit. Then you got followers, you're telling me I got to free session and then you have to. Yeah, I didn't put the ball on. He's picking on us, all of us. Everyone. If you look at your followers, no, you have to. Oh, okay. So that was not quite failure, but that was my first set of this. So it was more than a warm up, but less than failure. So I'd call that a solid working set. And this next one is 10 reps, and I'll go to failure for that. So, yeah. But I will probably cut to the next exercise before that. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'll film the next set, is what I'm trying to say. All right, fellas. Now we got 2 sets of RDLs. They're RDLs, you know. If you don't know how to do one, you get the weight, and I'll stand sideways so you can see good. Weights like this, and then you bend over. Make sure you're hinging at your hips, you know. Your knees are involved a tiny bit, but not very much. Like not in the actual movement of the weight. What's up, dude? There's a dog. So make sure you're bending over your hips. I like to imagine like I'm closing a car door with my butt. You know, like I'm bending over, closing a car door. And that's how I do them. So we got 10 here with this weight, and these are paused. So I'm going to be stopping about halfway up my shin, pausing, and then finishing the rep. So let's do it, man.
And he said that too, yeah. I mean, the thing that I did a lot of running for like not really. And my knees were like completely bruised because I didn't spend half an hour in there for getting stuff out of there, but I didn't have time to try to find them.
Those suck. Oh my god. Alright, guys. I'm going to talk about this next movement while I load the weight onto it. So, this is a pretty sweet leg machine, to be honest. Like, I've never used one like this before. It's kind of like a pendulum in its force curve, but it's also kind of like a squat where you're like more up and down. I don't know. You'll see what I mean. But something cool about it is how it uses like physics. So like you'll notice this on some new machines, like there are 2 places to put weight, a higher one and a lower one. And that changes the difficulty a little bit because the further the weight is from the rotation point, the heavier it is. So the arm, this top arm that's further away, is further from the point of rotation. So when I lower, since it's further away from this point, it feels heavier than the other one down low. That's so, compact and close together. So I also put weights. I put 2 up top and 1 on the bottom. And it's a significant difference if I put 2 on the bottom and 1 on top. So, and it's not like this is like my theory. Like this is just how it works, I think. But yeah, so I got two or three sets here, I think. And then Bulgarian split squats. 2 sets of those. Enough talk. Okay? Let's lift. Oh. Okay. Okay, before you come after me, I know I did not hit failure on the set that I filmed. Because coach told me that he only, well, maybe not only, but I should emphasize hitting failure on the second set. So I'll be honest, that wasn't the set I should have filmed, but I also don't want to take up more space than I need to on the phone. So I filmed the worst of two sets. Okay? And that's part of why I'm doing this, is to keep myself accountable, you know, because I plan on competing, and I can figure out a way to cheat on my diet, you know, if I'm given one. So this is going to be a big thing whenever prep starts, because I need that kind of accountability. You know, that's part of why I hired a coach. A, because he knows more than me, and then B, is for that accountability. But this is really good for accountability too. I mean, there aren't a ton of people watching it, but I am, you know, and you got to be proud of what you put work into. So this is what's keeping me proud and accountable. All right, guys, we got split squats now. I don't wear a belt for these because breath is important for these, because they're really hard, and a belt would just take all my breath completely out of me. So my left leg is my weaker one. I'm gonna start with that one and then match the reps with my right leg. I'm looking for 10 reps here. So
Awesome. All right, thank you. Well, you have a good luck. Thank you. I know. See you later.
okay. Oh, oh, okay. I don't know if you could see. I was shaking a lot there. Okay. I could have gone heavier. 12 is too many. 12 is cardio. Okay, I have another set here. And then we're out of here. So I'll just cut to the car talk now. Woo. Man. What a successful leg day it was. Or lower day, excuse me. Everything was buttery smooth. I PR'd on every single movement. Every movement I PR'd, which is rare. Not just rare for me, dude. That's rare for everybody. So that's sick. That's pretty sick, dude. That's just a consequence of being dialed in, you know? That's just what happens to people like me when I get dialed in. Everything just starts going right, you know? It was a good lower day. I think I like my lower day more than my leg day. Because I move more weight around. The RDLs are fun. I usually go a little heavier on RDLs. I usually go light on the first set and then heavier on the second one. But this time I went heavy both times, and that felt good too. So, yeah, man, PR'd on leg curls, PR'd on split squats, PR'd on the squat thingy. Big day for the guy, for the kid. So, at home we got beef cooking. Upon my arrival at home, I'm gonna have some chicken and rice and just chill out, man. Play some Minecraft, I suppose. I don't know about you guys. This is one of my favorite. This is W Minecraft move, if you're wondering. When your boys get off of Minecraft, stay on for a while. And then build a little bit, and then when they come back, they'll be all impressed by your builds. That's what I did, dude. They haven't been back in the world yet, and I built so much stuff. And they don't even know. They're going to be flabbergasted when they see. They're going to be cornswoggled. Literally. So, tomorrow is the upper day. I think I'll film that. I don't see why I wouldn't. So, got an upper day tomorrow. This will be posted tomorrow. So, you have an upper day in 2 days. I have an upper day tomorrow. So, yeah, man. Pretty good. Same things as usual. Be nice to everybody you meet. Don't hate on people just for the purpose of hating on people. You know, disagree respectfully with people. Call your mom. And just be good, man. Just be a good human. Just be a good person to as many people as you can. A lot of those self-doubt things that get into your head go away when you're nice to other people. Because you start not caring about yourself as much. That's not to say that I don't care about myself. That is a completely insane statement because I'm, you know, compared to most people, I'm pretty self-obsessed, I would think, you know? Like I post videos of myself shirtless online because I like how I look, you know? So not a lot of people do that. And so I'm not saying you'll become selfless if you start being nice to people, but you'll definitely, a lot of self-doubt leaves you, for sure. Not because now you have proof that you're a good person, but it's nice to kind of feel, you get energy when you're nice to other people, you know? And then, let's say that you think you're a terrible person, you know, you just think you're a bad guy. If you start being nice to people and you feel the joy you get out of being nice to other people, you feel less like a dirtbag, you know, because you're like, oh, I'm doing something for someone else and that's making me feel good. So I can feel good helping other people. You know what I'm saying? So you feel less like a dirtbag at the end of the day. Not because you have proof, just because you've rewired how you're getting dopamine, you know? Now you get dopamine from helping people out, and that's sick. So, not much else, man. Be good, be nice, be kind, and call your moms. God bless.